Okay, this is a standard Magento 2.1.5 instance with sample data installed. Let's have a look at the composer.json here. And it's all just a standard Magento 2 community edition sample data. So here's the front end. This is the back end. And this is the database. And let's have a look at the session table. Okay. Let's format that. Session ID. Let's clear that. I believe one of them is my backend session. Maybe. Okay, that's my backend session. Yeah, that's my session. Can we check that? This is the front end. Now we can check this is the configuration is standard. The cookie lifetime. But it's pretty much, yeah, it's 3,600 seconds, 1 hour, but this pretty much applies to any session lifetime. Let's add something to the card. Let's check. We don't have a session cookie yet. And now we have one, 366, and the expiration date is in exactly 1 hour. I set my time zone to UTC to make that easier. So let's go to the card. And the first thing to note is that the expiry date is not updated here. It will always stay 16:46 46 minutes, and this means the session actually works like a timeout. The customer has 1 hour to go to the checkout, or he will lose his shopping cart. Which this is already quite bad, but the next one is worse, I think. So the expires was not updated. Still 16:46. Let's look in the database. 366, and we do notice the expires here. It is updated, so the attack vector is not that big, but it is there. So every time a customer does something on the shop, the time will be updated. 15:48, and that's what I would expect also for the front end cookie. I really believe that this is a bug. So let's add something else to the card. Okay. So session expiration is not updated yet of the cookie, but it did here. So now comes the part about the session garbage collection. The scenario would be customer prepares a cart, then leaves for lunch, comes back half an hour later, and wants to check out, and his session is gone. That's the scenario. Okay, 1646. Let's check. So we do have some Docker containers running with standard PHP 7 with almost all the default PHP ini settings. Let's check them. So especially the garbage collection settings here. The GC max lifetime is the default, which is 1440, which is 24 minutes. The GC divisor is 100 and the GC probability is 1, which leaves us a 1% chance of garbage collection being triggered by default if you don't change that. And also, so this means in 1% of the cases, all sessions which are older than 24 minutes will be deleted. And this is because the DbTable code is implemented in a way which does not consider the cookie lifetime. It just takes the max lifetime as a parameter and subtracts that from the current time and will then delete everything from the session table which is older than 24 minutes. And I just believe this is a mistake. In Magento 1 this was a little bit more sophisticated. It did not consider the max lifetime at all, it just used the cookie lifetime. And this one makes much more sense from my view. So I will not perform any new action here because this will renew the expiration. We will just assume the customer did not do anything on the card, on the site. He just leaves his desk or his computer and then comes back after 24 minutes. And that's what I will do now. We will pause this video for 23 minutes and then we will come back. Okay, now 24 minutes have passed since the session was last updated. So the scenario is, I think, is quite, it's not far-fetched. Somebody adds something to the cart, closes his browser and comes back to the site after a while and will see that his session has gone. So if I would reload the page now, the session would not be gone. Since no garbage collection of sessions occurred, since this is a development environment and this was the only session, or these two were the only sessions created so far. So we do have standard settings for the GC garbage for the session garbage collection, and this means every 100 requests, or I don't know if this is really 100, but in 1% of all session start events, there will be a garbage collection triggered. And as we can see here in the code, it will just delete everything which is older than 24 minutes. So for now, I will just put in a var dump. In here, should I? No, we just do it. We will just do it like this. So session is still here, and now I will create new sessions. And first I will just do 100 requests against the card page, I guess. This might take too long. can just look here. Each request should be one new session. Why does this take so long? Yeah, you can see here every time you get a new session. And we can also see them all in here. I will just fast forward the video until they're all there. Oh, I just noticed that we won't have to wait that long. I've just sorted the sessions here, and you can see our initial sessions are already gone. So the garbage collection already occurred. I can just stop that here. It wasn't even 100 requests. It was only 22. And we can just search for our session here. And it's gone already. So I think the backend session is also gone, but this doesn't matter for now. I'll just reload the page. So the customer comes back to his cart. He wants to continue to checkout or do whatever. And reloads the page or opens the page, and you will see that the session is gone. And yeah, that's the bug. This can be mitigated by decreasing the garbage collection probability. Let's see. Here. So we just use the PHP default values, so 1% probability and the default max lifetime of 24 minutes. We can, of course, you can just easily increase that. And then the problem will not be that severe, but there still is a chance. There's a chance always, and I really think this is a bad issue. And yeah, and if you don't store your sessions in the database, it will also not occur, I guess. I've not reviewed the other code, but I believe for Redis sessions, this is not a problem. Yeah, and that's the bug.